easily and quickly everything that you've learned with Tom yesterday, and with myself today, and with those that you know in this field, and you will find your interest in hypnotherapy is going to be very profitable, very valuable, and useful to you. Now we come to an arousal. You can do it in two ways. Tom's way is very interesting. That is to suddenly bring it up, suddenly and quickly, which is good. And it works very well, doesn't it, Tom?
Yes, sir.
Another way to handle it is this way. You see, everything in life is yin and yang. In other words, there's one positive end and there's one negative end. Mostly we are in the middle. But you can take your choice. The other end of this thing is this. Subconscious mind, when these suggestions have become realized and become yours, then you come out. In other words, you're letting the client decide for themselves when it has been received internally and has become conditioned as it knows it should be. Of course, this takes more patience, and this takes more time, but your job is to do the best you can. So one has to sort of use your head about these things. It depends who you're working with. And that's where your intuition comes in. How you should handle the individual patients. With some, the slow approach works fairly well. With others, they like a more bombastic way of conditioning. It depends on the individual. So don't get stuck in one procedure or another. Take them both, consider both approaches, and use what you like best. When these suggestions have become realized in yourself, come back with us here in this comfortable room, and we're ready to proceed on. Now, of course, you might have to wait 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, but you're getting paid by the hour. So you should worry if it takes longer. Now, either that, or this is a good chance to... I had a friend who went into this field for a very short time, and he used to tell the so-called client that you're going to go into this kind of drowsy, sleepy state and relaxation that will feel so good and comfortable, and you will enjoy that. That's as far as he went. Then he went out in the lounge and smoked a cigarette and had something to eat for himself. He comes back and he says, now you have had a very successful session, and bing, come back, and that's it. Well, he lasted about two weeks, and that's the way it went. You have to work in this field from your heart. Feel what you think will really help the individual, and so forth. Now, insofar as we have to move along, I think it would be wise to bring this gentleman out of this hypnotic condition, and so let's do that. Time is moving faster for your reality, and you're achieving what you want quickly and rapidly. I will give you a slow count, and the reason you use counting is because the mind likes to work in progressions. It's conditioned that way. You go to a race, it's ready, set, go. Horses, get on your mark, get set, go. Runners, everyone uses a sequence of timing. And so, insofar as you want to speed this up, let's make a pattern like this. At the word go, you will come back wide awake, and you will achieve all the suggestions that I've given him. Now, what did I give him? Do you remember? The suggestions were that he would be very interested in his field, that he'd remember all the material that was presented to him, and that it would be useful to him in this work what he now has inside himself. How the mind handles that is not up to me. I can't decide for his mind. All I can do is give a generalized pattern that can be absorbed and can be used and be helpful. Get ready to come back. Get set and go. Where you been?
Very nice place, thank you.
Isn't that interesting?
There's some very vivid pictures coming up.
Yeah.
Mm.
That was a nice.
Thank you.
Thank you. You know, it's nice if you're working with a client and if they say after you're all over, they say thank you. And what do you say? Thank you. You see, it's mutual. One thing I like about hypnotherapy, and I know you do too, it's the inner bond that develops between people. It's a feeling of, well, almost, in a way, it's almost a love affair. And the more you make it that way, the more valuable it becomes. Anyway, thank you, sir.
Thank
and
you.
Now we will proceed on to a few others. It's been fun.